After 19 cruises, I've noticed a few things that catch first time cruisers off guard, and I want to share them with you. Even if you have been to the parks and gone on a lot of vacations, there are some things that happen on Disney Cruise Line and maybe some other cruises that just are surprising. So let's get right into it, and I'm going to help you be the most knowledgeable first time cruiser. First, the porters. Okay, when you get to the port, doesn't matter how you get there, if you drive yourself, get dropped off, there are going to be people there waiting for you, waiting to take your luggage. And it's kind of jarring, if we're honest, because you don't know who these people are. They don't have Disney shirts on. There is no relation. Like, it could be anybody, right? But really, what they're doing is they take your luggage, and your luggage will magically appear outside of your room later that day, and you're supposed to tip them. And that's just like part of the cruise experience. This is just part of it. If you want to bring your own luggage, like on the ship, and carry it with you everywhere, you can do that. But the typical like culture of this is to hand your luggage to a porter and to tip them. So there you go. That's number one. Number two, speaking of stuff in your room, there will be someone coming in your room twice a day. I know that is weird. If you are not used to that kind of experience, that can catch you off guard. These individuals are your stateroom hosts. They will be cleaning your room and kind of providing a little bit of an ambiance to the experience. So in the mornings, they will be doing like the room service where they're cleaning up your room, tidying it up, and kind of setting it for the day. So they'll be making your bed, replacing towels, that sort of thing. And in the evening, they kind of do turn down service, typically while you're in dinner. And what that means is they will kind of set the stage for the evening. So the lighting will be more dim. They will provide some chocolates on the bed. They'll typically do a blanket or a towel animal. They'll set up bunk beds if you have children. And so they kind of create the environment for the evening. So that's just something to know. If you are not used to that, it can be, I don't know, it's not a bad thing. It's just surprising. You're like, wait a minute. You already came to my room today. Yes, they come to your room twice a day. Number three, they force you to attend a muster drill. There is nothing else on the ship that you are mandated to attend except for the drill. You can skip out on dinners, you can skip out on shows, you can skip out on anything you want. But the muster drill, i.e. the safety drill where they tell you how to put on a life jacket and where you need to meet if there is an event or emergency on board, you cannot miss this. This is mandatory. You need to be there. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that kind of feels a little bit weird. Might just take you back a little bit. Like might just be a little bit odd that there is an expectation, not even an expectation. There is a mandate that you be somewhere at a certain time on your vacation. But it is what it is, and it's for your own good. So be there or they will come find you. They will find you. And if you're not there on time, everyone else in that room has to wait on you, and the entire ship has to wait for you to be there. So don't mess with the other cruises experience. Be a good human, show up on time to the safety drill. Oh, and number four, when you board the ship, they are going to ask for your name. And that might be a little bit weird, but they're going to ask for your name because they're going to announce that you are boarding onto the ship, kind of like a welcome, welcome to the Disney Fantasy Hughes family. Welcome to the Disney Wish Smith family. Like, it's just a welcome aboard. They're not like trying to be weird about it. It is just supposed to be like a fun thing. No one's taking notes. It's just a fun experience. Next, they are going to force you to wash your hands. And that might feel weird because no one else anywhere else is going to hand you wipes or look at you and wait for you to wash your hands. But again, this is for the safety of everyone on board, including yourself. So do it. This is not an optional thing. If someone hands you a wipe, you take it. You wipe your hands fully. Every time you enter a restaurant, anytime you go to quick service, anytime you go into Cabanas or Marceline Market for breakfast or lunch, wash your hands. Anytime you're on the pool deck, find some hand sanitizer, go to the bathroom, wash your hands. You can never not wash your hands enough on a ship because things like norovirus can spread very, very quickly because of the tight quarters of all of the people on the ship. Disney does a great job of really, really enforcing the rules and making people wash their hands. But as a first time cruiser, it may catch you off guard that somebody is handing you a wipe like all the time. Even if you just went to the bathroom and you're coming back into the restaurant, just take the wipe again. Wipe your hands every time. Wipe your hands. And if you need it like a reason to do it, just remember you'd rather be wiping your hands for a few seconds, whatever, or washing your hands for 40 seconds, whatever, instead of puking or just having a real hard time in the bathroom for the rest of the cruise. Okay? So you want to spend your life in the bathroom on the cruise, or you want to wash your hands? You wash your hands. Okay? Because trust me, no one wants to be sick on a cruise. Do this for you if you don't want to do it for other people. Okay, no one is going to tell you this, but food is not available 24/7 outside of room service. So if you have a hankering for anything that's not on the room service menu, you better get it while it's available because it won't be available all the time. This includes like breakfast. Breakfast is not served 24/7. It's just not. There are times there is breakfast time from this time to this time, and it might differ depending on the day and the port that you're going to be at, but it is not all day. Same with lunch, dinner, pizza, whatever it is that you might want. If it's not on that room service menu, you need to check the times that it is available because it is not available 24/7. On that note, these shops on board do not have everything you want, and they are also not open 24/7. The shops are only open when you are out at sea, and they are not open 24/7. So even if you're out at sea for days on end, those shops are not open the entire time. They open, they close, they open, they close. This is not like a 24/7 CVS kind of situation. You have to abide by the rules, and certain things are not open all the time. Actually, there's really nothing on board the ship that is open all the time. Now, with the shops, they also have limited items. So if there is something that you need, it may or may not be in the shop. So you should pack wisely. I'm not saying to overpack, but you should just pack wisely so that you're not left in a bind. Next, first time cruisers might be surprised that there's a huge opportunity to gain weight on a cruise. No one is monitoring your exercise, no one is monitoring how much you're eating, no one is monitoring when you eat. So you can eat as much or as little as you want, whenever, wherever you want, like no one cares. But that said, like you might gain some weight because people will keep bringing you food if you ask for it. So just something to know. Clothes might be a little snug when you get off the ship. Okay, next up, maintenance is always happening. And this can be surprising for a first-time cruiser because you're like, wait a minute, we're on a cruise. This is supposed to be like an opulent whatever experience. Why is there maintenance going on? Don't they like do the dry dock for that? Yes, they do. But also, in order to keep these ships most immaculate and beautiful and wonderful, they are doing maintenance all of the time. You will see people painting, you will see little areas closed, they're refurbishing, waxing. They are doing stuff all over the ship all of the time. You'll usually see individuals in like yellow outfits that are doing a lot of the repairs, but they are doing repairs everywhere all of the time. Just something to know. It should not interrupt your vacation, but it is something to be aware of that might catch you off guard. And finally, first time cruisers may be surprised that you do not need to carry cash or wallet with you when you're roaming the ship. You don't. You don't. And this is really surprising because where else can you do that? Nowhere. But your Magic Band will take care of all of the cost. Everything is charged to your room. If you go to a shop, you cannot, maybe you could use cash. I don't think you can. I don't think you can use cash in a shop. And they don't even want your credit card either. They're looking for your room key, and everything is on your portfolio connected to your account, and that is how you pay. You can pay for everything in cash at guest services, but everything is just kind of like added up to your portfolio on board. So this is just different. So you're not going to be like, how much money do I need to bring with me like when I go to the movies or whatever? No, you're just going to tap your key card, your room key or your Magic Band, and that's how you pay for everything on the ship. So, okay, I hope this is helpful. If you're a first timer, Let me know after your cruise if you found this helpful. If you're a seasoned cruiser, I want to know what things you found surprising on your first cruise and what other tips you would give first-time cruisers in the comments below. This was really fun. I'm so glad you joined me. And if you like Disney Cruise content, you should subscribe for all the tips and tricks and all things Disney Cruise Line. Okay, y'all, we'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.